Flamingos are strikingly beautiful and elegant birds that have long captured the fascination of humans due to their distinctive pink plumage, long legs, and graceful movements. Known for their ability to stand on one leg and for their vibrant color, flamingos are often associated with tropical and subtropical regions across the world. These birds belong to the family Phoenicopteridae, which is composed of 6 species, including the greater flamingo, the lesser flamingo, and the Andean flamingo. Each species has its own unique characteristics, but all share certain common features, such as their long, slender necks and legs, specialized beaks, and remarkable social behavior. Flamingos are typically found in large colonies, often in wetland areas, coastal lagoons, and mudflats, where they can find the food sources they rely on for survival. One of the most iconic features of flamingos is their pink feathers, which are derived from the carotenoid pigments found in their diet. Flamingos primarily feed on algae, brine flies, and crustaceans, particularly in the shallow waters of wetlands, which are rich in these organisms. The carotenoids in their food are broken down into pigments, which are then stored in the feathers and skin of the birds. The intensity of the pink color in a flamingo's plumage is directly related to the amount of carotenoid-rich food it consumes. Flamingos that consume more carotenoids tend to have more vibrant, deeper pink feathers, while those with a more limited diet may have lighter or even white plumage. This vibrant color serves several purposes, including attracting mates during the breeding season, as more brightly colored flamingos are often seen as healthier and more desirable by potential partners. Flamingos are well known for their unique feeding behavior, which involves standing in shallow water and filtering food from the water using their specialized bills. Their bills are uniquely adapted to their diet, with a downward curve that allows them to sift through the water while they feed. Flamingos use their beaks in a highly specialized way to feed on tiny organisms, such as brine shrimp, algae, and other microscopic creatures. They have a unique method of feeding that involves dipping their heads into the water upside down and using the tongue to force water and mud through the bill, which is equipped with fine, comb-like structures called lamellae. These lamellae trap small particles of food, which the flamingo then swallows. This feeding technique allows flamingos to filter large quantities of water and obtain enough food to sustain their large bodies. In addition to their striking appearance and unique feeding habits, flamingos are also known for their remarkable social behavior. These birds are highly social and often live in large colonies that can number in the thousands. These colonies provide protection from predators and allow flamingos to find mates, raise their young, and engage in social behaviors, such as synchronized group displays. Flamingos communicate with each other through a range of vocalizations, postures, and movements, and their group behavior is coordinated, with members of the colony often moving and feeding together in synchrony. One of the most fascinating behaviors of flamingos is their courtship display, which involves elaborate rituals that include synchronized dancing, head flagging, and bill clacking. These behaviors serve to attract mates, and flamingos often engage in these displays as part of the process of pair formation. Flamingos typically breed during the wet season when food is abundant, and their nesting sites are often located in remote, isolated areas, such as salt flats, mudflats, or shallow lakes. These birds build their nests from mud and twigs, creating conical mounds that help to protect their eggs from flooding and predators. The female typically lays one egg, which both parents take turns incubating. The incubation period can last for about a month, and during this time, the parents carefully guard the nest. Once the chick hatches, it is fed a special secretion called crop milk, a substance produced by both the male and female flamingos. Crop milk is rich in nutrients and helps the chick grow rapidly during its early days. As the chick matures, it begins to feed on the same diet as the adults, including algae and brine shrimp, and gradually takes on the distinctive pink coloration that flamingos are known for. Flamingo chicks are born with gray or white feathers and a straight bill, which gradually becomes more curved as they grow. The young flamingos are highly dependent on their parents for food and protection during the early stages of their life. As they grow, the chicks begin to venture out of the nest and join the rest of the colony in feeding and socializing. Flamingos often care for their young in communal creches, where large groups of chicks gather together while the adult flamingos go off to feed. This communal care helps ensure that the chicks are safe and that there is always an adult nearby to watch over them. As the chicks grow older and more independent, they gradually learn to forage for food on their own, and by the time they are about 3 years old, they are fully mature and ready to breed. The habitat of the flamingo plays a crucial role in its survival. Flamingos are typically found in wetlands, salt flats, lagoons, and mudflats, where they can access the shallow waters rich in the algae, brine shrimp, and other organisms that make up their diet. These environments are typically warm, with plenty of sunlight and abundant food resources. Flamingos are highly adapted to these environments, with their long legs allowing them to wade into deeper waters than many other birds can, and their specialized bills allowing them to feed on the small creatures that other birds might overlook. However, flamingos are also vulnerable to changes in their environment, and their populations are affected by factors such as habitat loss, pollution, and climate change. Wetland habitats are increasingly being drained for agriculture, industry, and urban development, which has led to the destruction of many flamingo breeding and feeding grounds. In addition, pollution and climate change can alter the availability of food and nesting sites, making it more difficult for flamingos to thrive. Despite these challenges, flamingos are not considered endangered, and many species have stable populations. The greater flamingo, for example, is widespread and found in regions across Africa, Europe, and Asia, while the lesser flamingo is found primarily in sub-Saharan Africa and parts of India. The Andean flamingo, which is found in the high-altitude lakes of the Andes Mountains, is more rare and is considered vulnerable, with conservation efforts aimed at protecting its habitat and ensuring its survival. Conservation programs that focus on wetland restoration, habitat protection, and the regulation of hunting and pollution have been successful in helping to preserve flamingo populations in many parts of the world. In addition, flamingos are often protected by national and international wildlife agreements, and efforts are being made to raise awareness about the importance of protecting these birds and their habitats. Flamingos also play an important ecological role in the ecosystems where they live. As filter feeders, they help maintain the balance of the food web by controlling the populations of small organisms such as algae and brine shrimp. Their feeding behavior can also help prevent the overgrowth of certain types of algae, which can lead to harmful algal blooms and the depletion of oxygen in the water. By feeding on these organisms, flamingos help maintain the health of the wetlands and lagoons where they live, and their presence in these ecosystems can indicate the overall health of the environment. Flamingos have also become an important part of human culture and symbolism. Their distinctive appearance and graceful movements have made them popular in art, literature, and mythology. In many cultures, flamingos are associated with beauty, elegance, and love, and their vibrant pink color is often seen as a symbol of warmth, vitality, and joy. Flamingos are frequently used as symbols in advertising, fashion, and design, and they are often associated with tropical paradise and exotic destinations. Their image has become synonymous with the idea of luxury and leisure, and flamingos are often featured in decorative items, from lawn ornaments to clothing and accessories. In addition, flamingos are a popular subject in photography, where their striking appearance and unique behavior provide a captivating subject for nature photographers and wildlife enthusiasts. In conclusion, flamingos are fascinating birds that are admired for their beauty, grace, and social behavior. Their unique feeding techniques, vibrant plumage, and striking courtship displays have made them symbols of elegance and freedom in many cultures. Flamingos are highly adapted to their environments, and they play an important ecological role in the wetlands and coastal areas where they live. However, their survival is increasingly threatened by habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change, making conservation efforts crucial to ensuring that these magnificent birds continue to thrive in the wild. By protecting their habitats and raising awareness about the importance of preserving flamingos and other wetland species, we can help ensure that these incredible birds will be around for future generations to admire and enjoy.